Hello, and welcome back to Little Alchemist Helper. It's me, Mr. Andersam. I'm going to do something I've never attempted before and play two games at once. I mean, not literally play two games at once, but I'm going to show you both the remaster beta as well as the original game. And I'll just go through every single feature that I can think of one at a time. So like there's the settings screens, here's the goals and our achievements list, and you can see the new one in the front and the old one in the back. And recorded them at the same resolution. So if one looks grainy, like the old one, that's not my recording. That's just how much cleaner it looks. So there's no Congregate logo in the new game. That's what's in that little hand with the checkbox. But, you know, that's kind of just the boring main menu stuff. Let's move on to the research. As I'm going through, you can see this basically identical. The old game, it's a little bit quicker, but that's largely controlled by how quick you tap on the screen. So the fact that that one gets ahead is mostly just me not being consistent. So don't worry about that too much. You can do it quickly, or you can stay and appreciate the art. So once we get all 5 of the combos, we'll shift into the upgrade screen. So you can see the cards in the new game are actually quite a bit bigger. This is consistent amongst a lot of the screens where the cards, you can scroll through a whole deck's worth of cards, and you'll kind of see that later on in the video as well. But here you can see me using affliction to hop straight to miniature and then drop the affliction and then grab the next one. I do it both in the new and in the old one just the same, but did want to show off the search feature. So we'll pull that up there. That's what it looks like in the old game. And as soon as I get to it here in the new game, we'll pull that up. It does take over a little bit more of the screen. That's not that big of a deal. But yep, there's miniature again. And there's the food card. That's the last one. So from here, I've got my research going, and we will switch straight into the upgrade screen. Again, we got to sort it by alphabetical to find what we want. I'm going to search for, just an unleveled, randomly obtained Onyx card. It's not the same between the two games because I got them after that I transitioned. So they are different cards, but if you're interested to see where those came from, I'll show you. That'll probably be the last part of the video because it's editing and I can do things in any order I want. So this is what the new screen looks like. Got a whole floating portal background rather than a dusty, vermin-infested storeroom. That's pretty cool. I appreciate that. I did use all my dust, so now I'll transition to the upgrade screen. And as you can see, the cards are quite a bit bigger in the new remastered version. This is about the only place where it's actually kind of frustrating to have them so much larger. You'll see it takes me quite a bit longer to, tap up to 50 of these gold upgrade boosts. Yes, I'm a hoarder. No, I can't help it. No, I don't want to stop. You can't stop me. I'll never stop. But anyway, 50 cards. Look at that. It's so exactly the same restrictions. 50 cards. Hit that recycle button and they are much quicker to snap into there. And then a little bit of lag right at the end. I don't know if that's the screen recording software screwing that up or what. Interesting to note there, real quick, easy to miss. I'm going to switch my alchemy powers around so they match. When you hit the back button out of the upgrade screen, it actually took me back to the research window, which is not something that the original game did, but it's really cool that the back button truly does take you back rather than just always go to the home screen. So if you are in your doing research, realize you need to go, oh, I need to get a card up to 4 so I can start researching the 48-hour diamond level combos. You can do that, hit the back, you'll be right back in that research window and go from there. And then, like I said, I'm going to switch my alchemy power around, make sure they're the same. We'll run the goblin fight just so you can kind of see what that looks like. if you've seen my last video, you've seen some combat before. Fighting a goblin doesn't look a whole lot different than fighting anything else, and then fighting with the HP power also doesn't, it's not crazy. But we'll knock him out on turn 2. Victory screen, slightly different color, that's been noted, much more detailed background. And then it has been reported that upgrade boost isn't included in your rewards. I don't think that's intentional. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch my alchemy powers again, and I'm going to show you some of the other ones as far as what they look like. I did bring the old game in front on the screen, and that's just so that you can really see exactly what it's doing. Normally, I think the remaster deserves to be up front, but for these couple ones, just so you can really see, like there went the XP plus thing at the beginning of the match. There it goes in the original game. I tried to keep them synced up. It didn't go quite as well as I was hoping, but I will adjust for time. Obviously, I can't control the matches. Not everything's going to be the exact same turn length. There you see on the remaster, the XP thing, it worked a lot better than the original game where the text isn't on top of your window and all that other nonsense. I'll back out, change to a different alchemy power, and we'll check out something here in a little bit. First, I'll scroll through the tier rewards. If things are slightly more zoomed in, as far as the rewards go, the cards are a little bit more zoomed out, like very, very minor detail changes here. There's the 2 different storylines, just pulled those open for a second. You can see it's just crisper. If you want to see anything in detail, I tried to leave things on screen long enough where it's not going to be too hard. If you want to pause and really take a close look at it, you should be able to. I am rendering this in 2K, so it's going to look best on like a really high resolution monitor. Like your phone screen resolutions are insanely high. So if on YouTube, the new remaster does not look so crisp that the old game looks blurry in comparison, you're not seeing it at its full resolution. And I don't really know the best way to share that. I know that YouTube is probably going to scale the video, but if you want to just try and get a quick screenshot of it, go into the settings of the YouTube video, turn it all the way up, and then you can kind of just see exactly what it's going to look like. But obviously, if you're watching on a phone screen, since I have it zoomed out, you're never going to get the real experience. If you want, like I said, if you want to see that, go to my last published video. I have it playing in the background. And again, I uploaded that at its full screen resolution, so you should be able to see it. But back to the game. We will we'll run a couple battles here as Greed. I know that's really popular, so that's, I still got the old game in front, just because that you show the animation up front, and it'd just be covered up if I didn't do it that way. And then we will it should still show what it looks like on the victory screen. So yeah, you've got the money separated, how much you got extra. Now note, there are different amounts. That's just because in the original game that I've got on the bottom screen, I'm farther into this event than I am on the remaster beta. I didn't get as far while doing testing. Yep, and so we will shift out of the greed power and go to the last PvE centric power, which is lucky. So lucky has 2 outcomes. Realistically, the first one is going to be you get coins, and that's actually more often. Even with lucky 3, you still are going to more likely to get coins with almost every boss. We'll do a couple battles, see if we can't also get the card to flip. So shouldn't take too long to knock out Bridget. Looks like we'll be wrapping this up here at about the same time for the 2 fights, and then I should switch the videos back around so you can kind of get a real good view of what, like I said, it doesn't do anything, so it's working as intended if you don't get a card. But if you do get a card, it does work a little bit different. So I will switch to Dr. Robo. I'll bring the remaster back up front, do a little bit of video editing. Don't worry about it. I needed the video to time up right. And we'll knock out Dr. Robo super fast. So there, way bigger card on the end screen, but you did get the lucky symbol on top of it to show that, yep, the power activated. You did get the boosted rate. And then from here, we can just take a look at the more PvP centric powers. So start with everyone's favorite. I'll run Tiebreaker. I mean, you guys know what these look like up in the corner. I'll just go ahead and leave the remaster up in the game. I'm going to try and do some of the fights with the actual players in the remaster. It's full of bots, and that's by design so that we can test it. But if I just played legitimate arena matches, it's nothing but bots. I'll show you that in a second. Like they're just like one-turn knockouts. So here is me using Tiebreaker. Obviously, in the old game, you get a tie, you win, just like I did there. I'm going to try and drag this match out to hopefully show that if you get a tie, oh, perfect. Yep, that will definitely be a tie. And again, I still won even though I tied. So from here, we'll go ahead and switch the powers around. It's much more difficult to keep the videos synced up because of just the turn length and the randomness of the arena. Doing my best. Gonna run HP in the arena. I already showed you what it looked like on the goblin fight. Here's what it looks like in the arena. It's basically the same. Never know. Beta testing, it's always good to test absolutely everything. You know, sure enough, get your 10 extra hit points. Like I'm fighting one of the bots now. So yeah, should be one shot even with an incredibly defensive Onyx card. So still one shot with a 31 attack. There are my coins. The coin count is super low, but that's also a feature of the original game. So I wouldn't expect to see like 10 coins as a reward in the regular arena. That's because there's actually a little bit of math that happens after an arena battle where it compares deck strength, and then if you beat a deck that's stronger than you, and I don't know what it's doing to determine that, you can win up to 20 coins, which I don't think has ever been actually recorded or done. But if you are so much stronger than the other deck, you can win as few as 10. Usually averages out to be about 15. See there, even in the original, I just picked up 16, meaning that deck calculated to be slightly stronger than mine. So nice job. I think that was Repo Man. I should know, but it's honestly, there's so much kind of information being blasted to me all at the same time. So we'll switch to one of the lesser used powers. So this one should give you an extra slot to fill with an orb. So there it activated, it gave me that extra orb, you know, but again, I don't really need it, so not necessarily a great example. I will Sugar Pie, yeah, I'm using HP, that's going to take a while. I'll go back, I'll try and do another one, see if I can get 2 battles knocked out for the price of 1, and actually fight on the worldwide board. Here, we'll try take on Ice Blaze, see if we can actually, you know, fill up our orbs, show all 6, make sure all 6 works. You know, I see the slot, but can I put something in it? And do I get the bonus, you know, plus, what is it, a 4/3 at that point? Yep, perfect. So 35-38 turns into 39, or 35-35 turned into a 39-38. So yeah, +4, +3 attack defense. But now, of course, this deck's playing an HP plus stall deck, so it's going to be a little bit behind. We'll go ahead and switch powers on the back end while we wait for this battle to finish up, and quickly hop over. Now, I don't know if you guys have noticed this as I've been hopping all over the place. The screen transitions, there's no loading screen. Like there's a loading screen at the beginning of the app launch, and then from there's never another loading screen. To the point where sometimes it's jarring. It was even more jarring in the 1.0 beta. So they've done some stuff to like soften that loading screen transition. I don't know if they're going to do a little bit more of like a fade out, fade in, but like there you just noticed it was a fade out. Some of the screens are still just a very stark cutover. So that's, you know, that's nice. You can hop around crazy fast. We just did the compare contrast for the Master Elementalist. Not a whole lot to say there. I mean, you deal an extra 10 damage. It's basically playing, you know, as far as the gameplay mechanics go, there's nothing. But hey, look at this. You can see what your opponent's using in the arena. Did you guys notice that? That's a new feature. That's crazy. So there goes Lobotomizer. Okay, forget about Lobotomizer. Here's another new feature. Chills is using Tiebreaker against me. Against me. Hold on. So, yeah, right. Okay, this should be a tie because we'll both go, and I lose. He broke the tie. Well, Chills broke the tie, and his tiebreaker took it. I mean, that's the way it works when you use the power, but it's disabled. Oh, that's crazy. So Monumental has claimed that it's going to be a 1-for-1 replica. We found little things. That's a major change. I'll talk about it a little bit more. I'll show off the combo power. You start with one arm filled. It's nothing crazy. But yeah, having Tiebreaker be playable by an opponent in the arena does change the meta quite a bit. So I don't know if that's an intentional thing. I guess after this goes live, or maybe before, if I'm feeling responsible, I will go ahead and ask the question in the beta forum and let them know. Man, you know, I kind of like it. One, it's needed if you're going to reinstate live PvP. You need to have the game handle that. So it's cool that it does. So at the very least, they should not delete that code, but maybe add some conditionals to hide it if that's what they're going to be, so that it can be reenacted if they re-enable or establish like a PvP area. So that's something I meant to talk about. There's no little envelope in the arena either. So right now, PvP, like live PvP, isn't a thing. So last part of this video, I'll run through. I'll just buy the stuff in the shop that's free, not free, that sells for coins. There's the basic pack. You saw it worked just fine. Well, the 1-card basic pack worked just fine. When you buy the 4-card basic pack, it's still not loading the textures. That's already been reported. They're looking into it. Shouldn't be too much, since the first 1-card basic pack works just fine. So they should be able to just load that right back up. It's probably just not something pointed quite at the right area. Here's the upgrade packs. The only thing different here, it doesn't have a close button. It only has the X, and that's not a big deal at all. Same thing for the diamond. I would like to see a buy more option. And another thing about these packs, well, here, I'll show you the gems first. There's no gems in the beta, so don't worry about that. But that's what it looked like in the original game. I mean, you've all seen the gem packs. But there's no gems in the beta, and I think it's already been confirmed that on the release, that like free gems sections, that's going to go away. It's not something that I think that Monumental team wants to continue to do. So here's what it looks like as you scroll through a card pack. It's cool that the shop stays persistent in the background, so you can kind of see how much coins and gems you have as you're doing stuff. Honestly, I'm going to have to go back and look at the video to see if that's true for when you're just buying cards. I would love to be able to buy cards and see my coin count get updated as far as, you know, as I'm going through things. So here's the last part of the video. I'll show you where I got those 2 cards. Obviously, it's the portal. I bought one in the remaster and I got wind. So, hey, one of those new cards, it's already in the remaster. And by the way, it's already in the regular game too. You can go pick it up in the regular game. I will not have the wind card when I do actually migrate my account. So like everything I'm doing in the beta is not kept. So that's all I've got for you. Thanks for sticking with me through the 20-minute video. And if you see anything glaringly different between the two, feel free to leave a comment down below with a timestamp, and I will review the submissions that have already been said about what is or isn't a bug, or they've already commented on, or other people have submitted, and any other ones I will submit. I've got a couple that I've also noticed, but yeah, feel free, pick through the video, timestamp stuff that's different. But a lot of the stuff that I am seeing that's different, I like, and I really hope they keep it. So again, thanks. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Wait. I can't just like leave that card up on the end screen and not talk about it at all. No, it's not a real sneak card that's coming into the remaster. It's a piece of fan art done by a Discord server member named Killer Blizzard. It's a great piece of fan art. Now, what was actually submitted is an entire like 2 screenshot-esque scene that it's been incorporated into, that it looks like it's absolutely destroying, you know, maybe another prominent member of the Little Alchemist community in an arena match. Like, it's integrated into that scene so well that it duped multiple people into, you know, hey, is that a real card? Where do I get that card? What pack is that in? It's great. It's perfect. You should definitely hop on the Discord, go to the fan art channel, submit fan art if you want to make your own, but definitely scroll back up, find Killer Blizzard's submission and throw a fun reaction on there, because this thing was awesome and it's worth checking out to see the actual full piece of art, not just the card that they made. But for real this time, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.